Hello, welcome to my yarn studio. This is Sarah Satch with Posh Pooch Designs. Let me take those glasses off, getting a little bit of a glare. And this is Maximo, and he's modeling our button scarf for pooches. And this is a great scarf for any size dog. And the dimensions of how to add are in the pattern, and I'm going to put this pattern in the comments so that you'll have this link. And this is Maximo, like I said, modeling our button scarf. Isn't he being a good boy? He's such a sweet boy. I'm going to let him go play and slide that little scarf right off his head. All right, you two, go lay on the blanket. Okay, so what you're going to need to make our scarf is you're going to need a couple of ounce, maybe an ounce of Red Heart soft yarn. And that's a worsted weight as well. And any worsted weight will work for this. I just really like to use the soft on this one. You're going to need your H hook. You're going to need a button or two of your choice. I used a 1/2 inch button. The button on the scarf is not really a button that comes undone because we'll be tacking the scarf around. It's really just decoration. And you can use any button you want. You can use 2 or 3 or however you want to do. And then you'll also need your big eye needle to sew your buttons on and to weave in your ends and to sew your scarf closed. And that's it. It's really simple. Now, to adjust the pattern, it states this pattern is for a 9-inch neck, which is for Maximo. And to adjust it, you'll need to add or subtract 3 chains per inch. And it seems like an awful lot to chain, but remember we have the overlap. So that's why you need a little extra for the scarf. All right. So I am going to move the screen down so that you can see my hands. There we go. Now the first thing we're going to do is make our chain. And I've already made mine. I made it 49 chains long. And I'll put a few more on there just so you can see a couple of chains. There we go. And that is how we begin with the amount of chains you need for your dog's neck size. For R1, we're going to single crochet in the, here's 1, here's 2, in the second chain from the hook. We're going to single crochet there. And then we'll single crochet in each chain across. Now, something to remember is when you're chaining, if you are a tight chainer, sometimes if I'm going to do something I want a little bit of stretch to, I will use the next hook size up, like I'll chain with the H, and then work it with, or chain with the I mean, and then work the pattern with the H, so that my chain's not so tight. Because if not, you get a little bit of an arch sometimes. That's because you're chaining too tight. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a single crochet in each chain across, all the way across, and that's our row 1. Now for row 2, I've already got row 1 finished for you here. Here's a whole row of single crochets for our scarf. Then we chain 1 and we turn, and we're going to start working in the first single crochet in my ball so you can see. And we're going to single crochet in the first single crochet. Then we'll chain 1 and we'll skip the next single crochet and single crochet in the next single crochet. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next single crochet. And we will repeat this all across the row. And this is kind of the way it looks. You can't tell, but you're going to have a little chain 1 space between each single crochet. Let me turn it the other way. Maybe that gives you a little bit better look. And it makes a nice, fun texture. And that's how R2 is stitched, row 2. And here is where I have row 2 all completed. And you can see that the stitch has a little bit of a texture. Up here is your single crochet row, and then this row is your single crochet, chain 1, skip the next row. Okay, for R3, you're going to single crochet in that first single crochet, and then you will single crochet in the chain 1 space. So you'll put your hook through that chain 1 space, and single crochet. Then you single crochet in the next single crochet and single crochet in that chain 1 space. And you'll do this all the way across for row 3. And it gives a neat little texture. And I really do like the way that it looks. It's very, very pretty. Let me turn it this way so you can see the front. You got a row of single crochets. This row was your single crochet, chain 1 single crochet, and then another row of single crochets. And you're going to repeat those 2 rows until you have 6 rows. So you'll repeat these 2 rows 2 more times. Now, if you want it thicker, you can continue to repeat these 2 rows until it's as thick as you would like it to be. Okay, so in this one that Maximo was wearing, I did 6 rows. Now, once you finish your 6 rows, you're going to single crochet all the way around the entire scarf. Then you'll lay them flat so that they wrap like this. And then with your needle, you're going to tack it here, and tack it here. I didn't tack it here, but it might even be a good idea. And that will keep it to stay put where you want it to stay with your flap. And then you'll have your scarf, and then you can add your button. Now you can add any embellishments that you would like. And if you want to girly this up a little bit, you can use flowers or, you know, flower buttons or whatever you want. But that's basically how you make our button scarf. 6 rows and then single crochet completely around the whole thing. And remember, when you're doing corners, to put 3 single crochets in the corner so you have a nice rounded corner. And you'll need to do that here and here and here and here. And that's all there is to it. I'll move the screen back up. And it's really, really simple and fun. And like I said, you can do as many rows as you want. If you're doing this for a much bigger dog, you might want to add, you know, as many rows. You know, if your dog has a really long neck, just add as many rows as you want. Put your single crochet edging on, cross it over, and add your buttons. It's that simple. I hope you enjoyed our video today, and please take a minute and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.